In today's Insight, the three-day U.S. Africa Leaders Summit kicked off here in Washington. Delegates are hoping the meetings will strengthen relations between the continents. Participants say the U.S. should prepare for African leaders to ask for more than just aid. CCTV's Girum Chala has more.
Leaders from close to 50 African nations are now in Washington, D.C. for the first U.S. Africa Summit. Expectations are high. The event aims to turn the corner for U.S. engagement on the continent, while African leaders hope to strengthen security and the economy with government-private partnerships.
We anticipate the agreement that we have, the support that we have been receiving from the U.S., that will be enhanced. They will heighten that cooperation, and also this meeting and of course our discussion will enable to have new platform of cooperation.
Delegates say African leaders are motivated and want to avoid past mistakes to boost trade and investment.
And they have come more strongly energized with a lot of specific input in terms of negotiating stronger, credible partnerships. That's what they are looking for. They are not looking for aid, they are looking for trade and stronger partnerships. And that's what we are expecting.
Security is also an issue in Africa, especially in Libya. African officials say they don't want to count on the West to try and solve problems on their own continent.
Africa must own and lead all the peace efforts on the continent. That's the logic in which we are. The solution to the Libyan situation and to any other crisis on the African continent is African. Libyans must talk, they must define a new national agenda, they must define a new political dispensation which is suitable for the country. That one is not the West that can do it.
And Girum Chala joins us now in the studio. A lot of issues to cover over the next few days. Why is this so important for African leaders, would you say?
You know, Africa, since 2001, that is when the U.S. launched the AGOA Forum, opening up trade and investment opportunities for African countries. Africa is now much more motivated. The continent wants more investments. The continent wants the U.S. to come and involved in the continental activities. Africa simply, Mike, wants to come out of poverty now than ever.
And stronger partnerships, we keep hearing those two words, which is interesting. We don't want aid, we want partnerships. And that basically seems like the China model. China's gone to Africa and created these partnerships. Is U.S. kind of lagging behind in that respect, or is this something they want from both?
You know, I'm glad that you've mentioned the Chinese experience. Africa is deeply influenced by the Chinese experience. Chinese came to the continent and started investing in the most important aspect of the continent's development, which is infrastructure. And Chinese were, using the relationship as a win-win kind of relationship, which is actually, translated into a better influence in the continent's development. Now, the Americans, the U.S., want, they were actually behind everything when it comes to development activities. And then this is time to wake up. Otherwise, it's going to be late.
All right, Girum Chala, great to have you here in the studio. Enjoy your stay here in Washington, D.C. We're happy.